When you get the pro now.
I gotta live in the love. Alright, what up, man?
What's good, brother?
My boy Tess.
I appreciate this. I appreciate this opportunity.
Had to pull up on you, man.
Yes.
What's good? What's good, man?
I mean, trying to stay healthy. This quarantine time and this corona time like this because people don't understand. Like we took it for granted, but
Slept on this shit.
yeah, we need our health. Like this is our most important, not these stuff that we have.
Let's talk about you, man. Flatbush, growing up in Flatbush.
Well, yeah. I mean, I grew up originally, like when I was younger.
Yeah.
I was on Woodruff between St. Paul's and Ocean.
Okay.
I was there in the early 80s.
Early 80s. It was
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
little.
I feel like I moved everywhere in the prime badness time. I'm like, what is? I know my mother's, she's into badness,
Okay.
back then. You know what I mean? So she was that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Me, I was a good kid.
Okay.
School, I went to magnet schools, good grades and stuff like that.
So wait, your mother was bad,
Yeah.
but she made sure that you was good, or was that just
You know what
something
it was?
you did on your own?
It was, I tell people all the time, she kind of lucked up because I ended up going to IS 308, shout out 308 in Bed-Stuy. And during that time, the teachers were more like, they're like your parents. So when I left, my mother crib, I felt like I was going home. So in there, and it was like, you was getting clowned for having bad grades. They wasn't getting clowned for this, man. You getting clowned for having bad grades. So you like, I came in there when I first, you had to take a test to get in there. I was in 3rd grade. Took a test to get in there. Got in there the first. I'm still on my ladder gag because it was easy in regular school, so I'm still on my ladder gag. I got basic regular 65s and 70s. They gave me straight reds. You don't want that. You gotta come with 80s.
You gotta level up.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, all right, that's not going on. So I went to that school up until 8th grade. A few people with Fab went to school with me too.
Oh yeah?
Fab was there, Paul Kane, a few other people that's prominent in the black culture as well with that school. So that's how I maintained the grades during that time. I still would come home, do my thing, whatever. And I learned to fight because me being the oldest one. You know what I'm saying?
How many of you and
It's me, my brother, my sister, my mother's side, but I got a sibling and a father. But as far as mother's side, it's just me, my brother, and my sister. My brother is 2 years younger than me. And now from Woodruff, we went to Argyle. 87, 88, 89.
right when it's
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, bro.
It was, I'm talking about, and my mother was right in the mix. And that's what, because she was, she's doing nothing or whatever. And it was purely guys, and she was, so I see that. I remember one time I came out building, and they had the building right across the street, and it was like all of them was standing up there, gold up, and my mother's like right in the middle. I was like, wow, I felt proud.
So wait, let's talk about your mother a little bit.
Yeah.
So was your mother like, she was a hustler?
Yeah, she was a hustler. She, as long as I know, it'll be like, in the crib, and there'd be a barrel of weed right there.
Barrel of weed.
And I'm like, oh shit, I'm on it. Because I'm telling you, I wasn't, even as far as smoking weed, I didn't smoke weed as a teenager. You know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So, my brother now, matter of fact, speaking of that, the fact that, we get into fighting, just moved to Argyle, and like 2 weeks. That's how most of my fights was, because my brother would get into situations and I gotta come different.
Yeah.
He came in crying.
The big brother.
Yeah.
The big brother
and
syndrome.
my mother made sure she was on it. You better, don't make nothing happen to them. Like, like they was my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he came in crying to my, this, whatever case and be. So I said, all right, cool. He came and said, oh man, we just got here. Like, all right, come. Went outside. Went across the street, went over there, he showed me what it was. I went to him, what to do, whatever. Come to find out, at the time I didn't know who he was, but it was Mr. Because we grew up together. So we got on that block, whatever. I got to tell him, like, yo, son, you fuck with my brother? And, flexed up. Because he grown, he flexed up. And then like, yeah, nigga, what's up? So I'm like, all right. And next thing you know, crowd formed around us. Big thing. And then everybody started cheering, Mr. And I'm like, who's this?
You're like, wait, what did I get myself into here?
So I said, nah, can't lose this one. Can't lose this one. I had to, you know, do the hands. He's not really a hand person. He's more wrestling. Do the hands, caught with the hands, and then we started wrestling down to the ground. But basically, I got the both best of him. But then he's, you know, he respected it. Got up, get a pound, yo, the shit, and then we came close after that. You know what I'm saying? But so he would bully everybody on the block, everybody that come in connection. He would bully them. You know what I'm saying? But he would never, and that's one thing I recognized from that. That once if I came to an area and I put my stuff down early, I don't have no problems.
It's kind of like how they say when you go to jail.
I think so.
Like you got
I never did no bid, but yeah.
As soon as you step in, you just gotta be ready.
As soon as you step in, you gotta let them know, like, I ain't fucking around. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I noticed that with the Mets situation, because like I said, we was only there for 2 weeks.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So and it was a big crowd. So like the whole block seen it because it was a big crowd cheering him, Mister.
That's crazy.
So now and then it came to a thing when, you know, slap boxing was really in. You know, he was really, like, you know what I'm saying, into it. Like,
shout out to slap boxing.
Man,
we used to be practicing.
Yeah.
Like, with all kind of moves.
No, that's shadow boxing. Slap boxing.
Slap boxing.
Yeah. Of course. And then we had like rankings. I was 12, and I had the 1400. So anything 1400. I was, you know what I mean? I remember this one time. I mean, how serious it was. My mother sent me to the store for some Guinness to buy some Guinness. I went to the store for Guinness, whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the store. Get this store for Guinness. This homeboy Darren, he lived on Argyle too. It was like a title thing. So something, 5 minutes real quick. I said, nah, son.
You just go in the store to get some Guinness and you want to stop for 5 minutes.
You want to 5 minutes.
It was always 5 minutes.
Always 5 minutes.
I don't know if anybody really counts.
Right? Always 5 minutes. So I'm like, yo, son, chill. I gotta, you know, going in. Yeah, come on. You going my hallway. I'm like, all right, fucking going this hallway. When I went in this hallway, it was his cousin and his brother in there. It kind of, I hitched for a second.
He was like, is this a setup?
Yeah, I hitched for a second. I went in there, but I'm like, nah.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I went in there, whatever, and they wanted to see. Damn, son, that embarrassed. Pow. And then it was done. And then they just jumped up at the same time. How you got to think of it? I took my shit.
So, see ya.
I just started walking out. I said, son, I told you to chill. You know what I'm saying? But then, yeah, his brother and his cousin beat him up or whatever. But yeah, then I moved to Ville in 93. This time I moved to Ville.
It's a lot of moving. So you went from Woodruff.
Actually, I went to the side too. I lived on Jefferson between Ralph and Halsey. And then I also moved on. I lived on Maple between Brooklyn and Kingston. So that's how I know a lot of people on that side. That's why I moved that. After I left Argyle, I went to Maple between Brooklyn and Kingston. And then that's how I met more people on the Wingate side. And that's when I really got into basketball.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I played ball.
I didn't know you played ball.
And I figured you didn't know that either. That's another thing. Like, I started playing ball because of, it's my assumption still, but I like football. And it was a football tryout. And I went to Skyhawks, went for football tryouts, and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to be next Jerry Rice, they didn't tell me nothing. And then they was like, all right.
You was a fan of Jerry Rice?
Yeah. So then they was like, all right, the fees and the equipment is $150. My mother
basketball is cheap.
Yeah. For real. I'm like, nah, my mother ain't doing that. Nah, I ain't doing that. Then I just switched to basketball. And then I started playing basketball. And that's how Big Don. Big Don. He lived in Argyle.
Okay.
So he was at the corner. All the Panamanians on the corner. That's how I know Big Don from them days. You know what I'm saying? We used to play. They had
shout out to Big Don.
Yeah, shout out to Big Don. They had a rim. They hooked up nice. I don't know how they did it, but it was like a real big board that was the real size of an actual backboard. It was a real big, thick, sturdy board, and it had a real rim on it, and it had it hung up on the fence, like, and it chained like with a big chain. So it was on the fence up top, like
some makeshift
basketball
rim.
Because it was like, that's when you walk into the park, and you had to get, you have to get your mic jumping, hanging on it. They put the rim and backboard up there. So that's when I said, all right, start playing ball. And when I was playing ball, it was like I was like a natural. You know what I'm saying? And then, because I can't even remember any type of like
training or
I never got on training. No, I never got on practice and training, and I never knew where I was like, a burger. I never. So it was like turned 14. My homeboy Ruddy Rock, shout out Ruddy Rock. He brought me to Screen Team, FYI, he's very known in the Flatbush community. That's Flatbush Youth Association. FYI, Screen Team. Shout out Screen Team.
Scream Team?
Screen.
Screen Team?
Screen. Carlton Screen. That's what you need to interview him. Carlton Screen is Flatbush. So he brought me to him, and then he just grabbed me like, oh no. And I was with him, everybody, to the point people was calling me my pops. You know what I mean? So I was playing with him for a minute, and then, you know, I went to Tilden High School.
I went to Tilden too.
Oh, wow. Oh yeah, you went for a little bit.
I went for like, yeah. How you know? I was there for a little bit.
Yeah. So I went to Tilden.
It didn't work out well. I got shipped up to Job Corps.
But you see, the thing is, I came into Tilden on the same, like I said, from junior high school, you know, education and getting work done. So I was on that same, still in that vibe. And in junior high school, the way I went from, like I said, from fourth grade to 8th grade, it was like a family type of thing. So, you know, you've seen the same people coming up every year. We was like a family. So when I got to high school, and then I started receiving a lot of attention,
I was confused.
I was confused. Because it was like I was sheltered. So when I got to high school, it was like, and I saw, you know, attention from, you know, girls and stuff like that, and whatever. And then I didn't know, I wasn't, like I said, I just jumped into basketball, so I wasn't like into basketball like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when they, you know, so you trying up for varsity? I remember this Eddie Coda. He asked me, you trying up for varsity? And I'm like, I didn't even know what varsity was, but I knew tryout meant something to me.
Yeah, to get into something.
Yeah. So I said, oh yeah, tryout, tryout. You know what I'm saying? But then I ended up getting my mother. She tried to think of. Try to like ditch me off on my father's side. I visited my grandparents on my father's side. Went down there in Florida. Was there for a minute. I was supposed to be there for Thanksgiving, and she said, "Oh, why don't you just stay?" I'm not. I feel her. So I'm here. I'm like, come on, all right. So I tried it out. I went to high school for like 2 months out there. You know what I'm saying? They was treating me like God out there in Texas.
So, which part of Florida? Kissimmee.
So, but you know what? You probably hear this for the first if they watch this interview. But my family didn't make it feel. I didn't feel comfortable. And I wondered that we were supposed to have this conversation, you know, on a Zoom family meeting thing. But I guess that was my, looking back at it now, that was my first encounter. Probably one of my real encounters with colorism. You know, like colorism.
Yeah.
So,
well, are you?
Because I'm dark, right? And because I was wondering like why I felt like I was treated like treated like an outsider. You know, I would go to school with anybody else, and I come back home and they moving the way they move, and I'm looking, and I'm seeing what I could be assuming, but the only thing I see in common
was the color. The color. What's your background?
Jamaican.
Well, oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what Jamaicans like. You know what I mean? That's you have your dark skinned mother, and she'll tell you, you're black ugly thing this. But I never viewed dark skin as bad. I never looked at myself as ugly or being dark as being ugly. I never had that. I always had confidence in myself. Not probably too confident I have now, but I always had confidence in myself. Like, who was it? Denzel, okay, not Denzel. Wesley.
Wesley.
My man Wesley came
Shout
through.
Shout out to Wesley Snipes.
Came through.
I ain't gonna lie, I used to want to be like El DeBarge.
So. Oh yeah.
You're right, because
running it.
We used to look at like light skin.
I'll be
sure.
He's running the place.
I wasn't really a big fan of
my cousin. Oh my God, she was in love with this man.
Well, I'll be sure.
So they was running the whole light skin, and I used to be confused, like what? Are we all black?
So were they saying that in the house? Like, were they was?
No, it was just more like
felt the vibe.
I felt
something was.
I felt it, and then it's like certain things. I was, I'm more rough.
You know, and you're coming from Brooklyn.
You know, so they was looking too, but they come up under. See, my mother, they would look down at. Well, prior, I don't know about now. Even people change, but those kind of people, they look down on my.
Well. Your mother's dark skin also? Dark skin,
and she's not educated the way they need to be educated, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I I felt some, you know what I mean? I used to say stuff like one time I said to my cousin, like, I play with him, you know, but I noticed, I guess you can't joke like that. That, hey boy, I'm shots in your face. I said that. But I'm thinking, you know, I'm more, you know, we do this. Like, you know.
Yeah. We threaten each other all the time.
Right.
Especially if you're in a song.
Right?
Well, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Hey boy, hey, I'm shots in your face. Oh, I'm killed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but he took it, like, and he was 4 or 5 years older. He is 4 or 5 years older. And he took it real, like, he went and told my grandmother, and my father was, he's doing his bit of time. And he got on the phone, he called him, so I can't talk like that. I'm like, what's going on here? I said, nah, and I felt, you know what? I said, you know what? I told my mother, yo, listen, I need to come back. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it.
But I guess if you look at it now, you kind of can understand.
I can understand that.
You really shouldn't say those kind of things.
Yeah, right. I was looking, I shouldn't say that type of things, but I mean, for him being, he's like I said, 4 or 5 years older.
Yeah,
he should know better. He should, if anything, he should have coached me and said, listen, young you.
Yeah, don't say this.
Can't say
he just went and told. And
he went and told, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, so then I came back. Now my mother vexed me. She tightened it up. Came back. So then at that point, I was cut. Like, I'm on my own.
So your mother was upset with you for what happened out there?
Coming back. No, she don't even know what happened.
She just came back. Period.
Yeah. That's what I feel like, because it went. The shit changed from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, prior to that, oh, it's my son, blah. Because my mom was back in school, smart son. I used to, she's like, you know, buy me something, all that. But then I left. Now, shit changed. I was on my own. So then now, that's when I got into like crying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See, the timeline is like almost perfect.
Yeah. See, that's when I, you know.
When did you realize that though? Did you, as you grew up with it, did you sit down and like, yo, damn, I'm watching the transition and the timeline of when things change in your life? Or
I saw it. I started noticing it probably like when I was like 19, 20. I started seeing that stuff happened, and it's like a next phase, and then the next. I'm like, oh, because what happened was basically, came back. You know what I mean? I'm into. She got me into dressing.
Yeah. And
you know, she used to come home with shit.
I always know you as a fashion dude.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Right. So she came home with like, yo, son, you know, I'm like, oh, shit. So then now I'm cut off. So now I'm there. I don't got no money to buy the stuff I need, whatever it needs to be, and I'm trying to work with what I got. And I remember I had this Boss jeans, and I ain't like it. I said, oh, Boss jeans.
He was a fuck with
Boss. I ain't fucking with a Boss jeans. But you know, there was nice color, and I had the P-Wing 92 shirt.
Okay, P-Wing.
So, but it was long, so I said, I could wear this with this.
You covered up the Boss.
I covered the Boss, you know, and then I had the Adidas with the sock, and then I had those for me. And I was rocking out to my toe, beat it down like it was this. I said, nah, I can't do this. That's why I started boosting.
Okay. Oh, so you was a booster?
Yeah, I was boosting. Nobody know that. So the next thing, I led like looking back, I was like, I had like a double life.
Yeah.
Because I separated the two. Like I had my set of homeboys, you know what I'm saying? We MBM, that was our crew, Manabadman.
Oh, Manabadman,
MBM. You know what I'm saying? So, but they was mostly, you know, basketball players.
Yeah.
Get fly, you know, we go to parties and stuff like that. They wasn't about that criminal life, you know what I'm saying? So I never even tried to, y'all would never try to involve them in any type of stuff. So I mean, I'm talking about, I get up, you know what I mean? Go, me and Biz, Free Biz, you know what I'm saying? We go do our thing. Look.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. When he first came out, he was, you know, I would say what you call it, my shooter, I guess, like, you know what they would say? They would say, you know what I'm saying? So we would, and he was loose cannon, you know.
Shout out to Biz.
Yeah, Free Biz, man. So, we would do, you know, a couple tricks, whatever case, snap, and then I come back in the park, sit down, chill, crack jokes, they don't know nothing. Because I'm the type of person, only if I know, I'm going to tell myself, you know, so if y'all don't, and y'all ain't about that, I know at least Biz, he could hold water. You know what I'm saying?
So this is when you were living in Viet now during the boosting time.
Mm-hmm. But that was a little bit after the boost. I started boosting. My first thing was in King's Plaza.
You was boosting in Plaza?
No, I did it one time. And
security be on your ass.
Exactly. I did it one time. I remember it was a chap sweater. I called it a chap sweater for me. And then that's what made me realize, wait a minute. do this shit. But I see how Plaza was. I was like, nah, Plaza. And my cousin lived in Philly. I went and checked him out there, and it was I went crazy out there. Store to store to store to store to store. To the point I got cocky one time. I got bags.
That's what happened.
That's what happened. We driving, and look, stopping there. So we went and stopped in there, and it had nothing. But I said they had the fresh Jansports. I said, all right, let me get a Jansport. I said, I went in there, I got the Jansport. Now, this is the first one that came out with those, the bowls.
Yeah.
The camera inside there. So I didn't know that it could swivel.
That it sees you, it sees pretty much.
Yeah, I didn't see, because, used to this. Yeah. So I go stand directly underneath.
He was like, see me?
Right? Popping off alarm. I put it on my back.
They probably was looking at you in the camera like, oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
For real. And then I try to put it on my back and try to walk out. So I got through that first door. Maybe that first door, next to that door, I got to that first door. Excuse me, you didn't pay for that. Oh, I said, oh, my bad. I didn't. I said, no, you have to come with us.
She was like, my bad, I didn't have to pay for
it. Yeah, I didn't know about my back. Oh, my bad, I didn't know. And then came, and then, first, I tried to lie about my information, told him I went to Overbrook. I know Will Smith was there.
What?
I went to Overbrook.
You named Will Smith's school?
First I said Overbrook. No, first I said, then the thing is, first I said Brook. And they said Overbrook.
He was like, yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, that's how I go.
Yeah, because I was 15 at the time. See, they didn't know I was in high school.
Yeah.
And then I gave them all type of information. After I took all everything down, they said, listen, if you give me the note, you're going to get it so much. And I said, all right, fuck that with Brooklyn. Brooklyn, New York. I live here, my cousin out here, this and that. So they came, got me, put me in a van, and they had me in like one of those vans that, you can't see out. And I'm in it like this behind me. So me in there, small ass. I try to do one of these, I got stuck.
Like you see on TV.
So I got stuck. Nigga opened the door. He see me like this. He said, I see. Now you gotta walk out. So I had to walk to the precinct like this. I had to walk to the precinct like that.
Yo.
Oh, man.
Yo, that's terrible.
Yeah, I get the cleanest precinct I've ever seen in my life. I said, what is this? It looked like one of those future precincts.
Yeah.
I was mad clean. I think I was the only person in it. And then I get there, it's a wrestler that was doing the buckets. I forgot his name, but when he told me his name, me start talking, and he ended up giving me his autograph and then doing everything out. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so confused.
He was a wrestler. He was an ex-wrestler turned police.
Oh, ex-wrestler turned police.
Yeah. And so I recognized him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started feeling so. Got his autograph, and then he just picked everything up and just told me to go home.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how we home.
Look at God.
Yeah. So then now, moving forward now, it's like, okay, yeah, I got the closing back, but I can't steal sneakers. I got to buy sneakers. So, I still had jobs. I had jobs, whatever, but it only make up so much. And back then you're trying to keep up with the Joneses. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I used to go out and do things. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like I had I play ball, mad tournaments. I have all 3-4 games in a day. You know what I'm saying? And then nighttime, or not even nighttime, evening, I might go do some, jokes or whatever. And then nighttime, I'm going to party.
So daytime, you're a basketball player. Your nighttime job, you was a criminal /
dancer.
And then dancer.
Dancer, yeah.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah. Dance, battle, and all that kind of
stuff. I remember you.
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
I just when I see people doing all this badness, it's like, I did it out of necessity. You know what I'm saying? I did it for money. I didn't do it because, I wanted to strike. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do it. I didn't come home, I didn't do no shit. And I'm like, yo, son,
yeah.
Back this nigga down.
You did it for yourself. You wasn't trying to sell clothes and all that. You was just,
nah, I did it for myself. Oh, I sold clothes when I started. I see, that's later now.
When you started getting crazy.
But, when I started scamming, stuff. I became a scammer now.
Which is
like we use, stuff. And
that's
stuff and all that
that's a little later in life, I'm guessing.
Yeah. That was in like I started in that in 99.
99?
Yeah.
Like the scamming like the guys are doing now?
I was I got dudes their first products. I used to go in, stores and throwback days time. I used to sell throwbacks, like
so you're one of the original. First scammers of Flatbush.
Oh yeah. It was back then. It was a handful. You knew everybody. Probably like 10 of us. This one over here, that one over here, this one over here. So when we everybody knew each other.
Yeah.
Now that's what made me actually tell you the truth. Honestly, that's what made me get out of it, because it's like now you got blue collar criminals coming in here and they don't know nothing about nothing, can't even add, but they doing this. And I'm like, nah, you know what? I ain't with this. And that's when I started to, said I need to start changing my life. I need to start doing other things. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody always had like especially me younger, they always had like a vision for me that I didn't see.
I mean, you was an educated dude, like you said. You went to a good school.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even when I went to classes, like it was this. He went to college. It was like, it wasn't even hard. I used to be sleeping in class, still get A's and all kinds of stuff like that. But I got so deep into the thug life, and I was so wrapped up in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I wore fronts all day.
Yeah.
All day it was straight fronts. You know what I'm saying? So
where you got your fronts from? Flatbush Mall?
Yeah. No, not Flatbush.
Well, Flatbush Mall was over there by
Albee Square Mall.
Oh, Albee Square Mall.
Yeah,
Flatbush Mall was over by like, what was it?
First, who's
Clarkson,
made one of my first fronts was
Flatbush.
Oh yes, I remember that one. Black. Black used to make fronts in his basement back in over in Crown Heights. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got my first bottoms with time. But then when I started getting tops and all that, I think I went to Albee Square and got them.
Yeah, Albee Square was definitely the spot to go to. So wait, when you was driving Dollar Van, was that before the scammer?
That was during.
So
I started. I would say I started Dollar Van in 98. No, I would say 99, and then 98, and then I started scamming probably like 99. So, but I was doing Dollar Van hard still. You know what I'm saying? Then I got into all type of stuff. I was selling guns. I was in the van.
You were selling guns in your Dollar Van?
I used to drive it. It was just sitting right here. Like the seats be right here, and I'm like, it'll be right here. Pull over and everything. Pull over because they want to give us tickets. It's about searching no van.
They're not thinking you got guns in your van.
No. So it's right here. Because I look at it as like, all right, I didn't want to lose any money. I'm sitting down waiting for somebody to call me for a gun. It was like, and in the meantime, I got a van. I could be running $1 van. So I'm just going to $1 van, yeah. So and just going to dig off the road. Because what I did, the guns is, because prior, I used to fix guns. So when they had the broke guns, I give it. I fix it, whatever case.
How did you learn how to fix guns?
By playing with it, taking it apart.
Just on your own.
Yeah.
So you learn how to play ball just by bouncing the ball.
Yeah.
Learn how to fix guns just by holding it and just messing around.
Yeah.
You're self-taught. You would be considered an entrepreneur of many things.
Word.
If you was in a different environment, I don't know, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I can't. I would honestly say my environment did play a big part of it. You know what I mean? Because it made me play the bad guy role. And
the situation with your mom.
Yeah, and the mom too. You know what I'm saying? Because it was kind of, we good now. We best of friends now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it took something drastic. On top of that, that took something drastic too for that to happen. But you know what I'm saying? But we good now. Before it was like a competition thing. Like, then she started seeing me getting money. Now it was like, she's looking at me, and it's not. Remember, things now bubble like it used to.
Yeah, the game's different.
She used to certain things, and now bubble like she used to. So now I'm in the new game. You know what I mean? And she not, so she looking at me like whoa, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then plus my father's situation too. Me looking like my father, she resenting me because looking like my father.
So much, man.
So much.
It's so much.
That's why when I hear people like, point the fingers. Oh, it's because of this, my mom, because of my uncle, because of this, because of that. I'd be like, damn. But I'm thinking to myself, damn, I should point the fingers to them too, though. Because I mean, I had a lot holding me back. I had a lot, you know what I'm saying? I had people that wasn't on my side, people that was supposed to do certain things that didn't do it. But if I sit back and look back at that and say, yo, you know what I'm saying, it's because of them I haven't progressed. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, no.
That means it's because of them I did progress. So when it's time for me to get my millions, it's because of them. No, it's because of me. So the reason why I'm in this situation is because of me. Like situation, even I was supposed to leave after college. I mean, after high school, you know, they had a few coaches that seen like, yo, listen, they didn't knew to get me out of here. They wanted to send me to Texas, wanted to send me to Cali. And I'm like, nah, I all use my girl time now. I can't leave my girl, you know, she out here, because I was so wrapped up in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
People like that. I was like that too.
I was so wrapped up, I couldn't leave. I was like, nah, I can't. You know, especially they had that little one taste in Florida. They gave me a little taste. I said, nah, I ain't.
You like Florida, and you know how when you leave from Brooklyn at that age to any other place, you're like, this place is whack. This is whack.
Whack.
This what y'all doing out here?
For real.
Shit whack.
For real. Because what I was doing in Florida was riding the what do you call it? The lawnmower. That's what me and this dude was riding doing the time. We would ride around just on a lawnmower.
That was the fun.
That was the fun. Ride around on lawnmowers. His is a little bit more faster than mine. Mine's a little more powerful and bigger. And we just riding around. And then we might stop somebody. Yo, you want your crash car?
So wait, hold on though. You was driving dollar van and selling guns out the. I'm glad I never was in one of your dollar vans, bro. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
yeah, man.
Well, so let me ask you a question. Did you sell the? You didn't sell the guns as on your route.
No.
Like you just had them with you.
I had them with me
because
so if I had to make a stop, I have it with me.
When you was riding Flatbush or Utica?
Utica, Flatbush, Utica Plaza.
So you used to sit up by King's Plaza too?
It'd be right there. So when I was one of the youngest, I was like 21 when I started driving. So in Utica, they had a lot of veterans, like a lot of older people out there. So I was younger, basically the youngest person out there. You know what I'm saying? So when I came out there, because they ain't like on Flatbush side, I didn't really want to do Flatbush because of me being Flatbush, who wanted to ask for a free ride and all that kind of. I didn't want to run into none of that. So I did.
Wait, so are you saying the Flatbush riders are a little bit more?
No, I would say.
Who's the more? You think the Flatbush riders are more disrespectful than the Utica riders?
Oh yeah, especially back then, it was more families on Utica side.
Yeah,
you know, and working people on Flatbush.
It's King's Plaza riders.
King's Plaza. Somebody that's going to go get their hair down here, or somebody's going to go pick up some weed down here. You know what I'm saying? People that was on Utica, they going to work.
Yeah.
They go to, you know what I mean? Going to Plaza, them type of ways. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I ran that route. And the fact that it was older people out there, like they run it more structured. A little more structured. So even when Flatbush came over there, he said like, get out of here with your Flatbush, because if Flatbush come over there, mad wild. You know, they'll run from police. They don't care. They hit people and all kind of stuff like that. So yeah, they went with my Flatbush over there. I was